KTM have just dropped MV Agusta. Watch this video. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. I hope you're all well. So very quick video here. KTM, as we know, they've been in some financial troubles. They've had to go into this 90-day self-administration, basically just to streamline the business, restructure the business. They're just a whiskers away from bankruptcy. Hopefully they can keep it together. Hopefully they can continue making motorcycles that lots of people either love or they loathe. It really depends which side of the fence you sit on, of course. But one of the problems with KTM is that many people believe they just overstretch themselves in trying to acquire different companies, in trying to, well, build the business. Now, they own other brands as well. Now, one of the most notable brands that they bought last year, or this year, I should say, is MV Agusta for a princely sum. Now, back in March, April time of this year, KTM bought over 50% of MV Agusta, 50.1%, if you want to get technical about it. So they have the controlling share. So what they're doing now, it's not yet confirmed, so possibly by the time this video comes out, it would have been confirmed, that KTM are pulling out of MV Agusta. Now, are they selling their stake in MV Agusta? Are they selling it back to MV Agusta, or are they offering it to somebody else? You would have thought that they're going to try and sell it on to somebody else, maybe another investor, maybe another partner that they're already doing business with. They're going to sell it on to them, or maybe they're just going to purely hand it back to MV Agusta as a loss for KTM, but a gain for MV Agusta. Now, what does this mean for MV Agusta? Well, obviously they just don't have the big financial backing and support of KTM. But at the same time, you can see, well, maybe the shackles are off MV Agusta and they can just go their own way. Now, whether they live or die by that sword, as it were, that's another discussion for them. And it's going to be very difficult times for MV Agusta going forward, especially given the current motorcycle climate and also the economic climate around the world. Now, they do have some new bikes coming out, MV Agusta, for 2025. So again, it'd be really interesting to see how they cope with this KTM situation. But for KTM, yeah, this is to be expected. Just say when it was announced that they were going to the wall, they're going to have to do something drastic just to have the chance of trying to save themselves. Then the parent group of KTM, they're looking to say, well, we need to cut costs here. We need to stem the flow. We need to stop this loss. And we really need to stop playing like a big fish in a big open sea, as it were. We need to just know where we're at. So essentially, that's what they're doing. Is this a good move for KTM? Well, I would say absolutely so. You know, many eyebrows were raised when they did buy MV Agusta back in March. So this could be the best thing that they've done. And let's face it, when you're cutting costs, what do you do? Whether you're doing it at a personal level, a home level, or whether you're doing it at a corporate level, you cut the big costs first. And then you see if that repairs the damage, as it were, or certainly stabilizes a company. And this is where KTM are right now. They're trying to stabilize things. Now, there's no indication right now that they are cutting any of the motorcycles for 2025. In fact, they're actually coming out with new updates of new motorcycles for 2025. So it really depends which market you're in and what news you're getting as well. But certainly they are still pushing out these new motorcycles for 2025. And it does seem that they still want to be that manufacturer who keeps on pushing new models every year, unlike many other motorcycle manufacturers who kind of hold back, and sometimes hold back a little bit too much, you might argue. But for KTM, they seem to want to be forging ahead. They just need to sort out their cash flow. And one big way to sort out that cash flow is to dump MV Agusta. Now, are they going to dump MV Agusta at a loss, or are they going to pass it on? We'll soon find out. But there we go. KTM, very likely here, and it may already happen by the time this video comes out, have dumped MV Agusta. Well, they sold them. They're getting rid of them. They're not having control of MV Agusta as well. They've been speaking with Italian union officials as well. So apparently it's all the chatter in Italy. So watch your space, see what happens for both companies. If it stabilizes KTM, that might be a great thing for them. But this could really destabilize MV Agusta. So again, it really depends which side of the fence you sit on, whether you're in favor of stabilizing MV Agusta or would you stabilize KTM. Which is the bigger fish? Which is the more important brand in the motorcycle space? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like what I do here, well, just keep on watching the videos and I'll catch you again. Bye now.
Bye.